Hey everybody, it's Heidi here, and I am making an amendment to the Chow Dao instructions. Because basically, like what I was taught by my teachers is use 5 grams of tea and wait 8 to 10 seconds per round, like in longer after the first round. But what I've realized is that you can change all of the tea ceremony according to your preference. But what I've realized for myself is that I really like dark tea. And so the first round of cha dao or cha dao, I use like I wait 10 seconds. In the second round, I wait 15. Third round, I wait 20. Fourth round, 25. Fifth round, 30. And I just keep on adding 5 seconds every time I do a round. And then I can consistently get a really dark tea. And I also use more tea than a lot of people. Like I'm using more than 5 grams for sure. So here I am with my tea tray. I've got a bunch of my tea all ready. And I'm just gonna bring this down. Here we go. We've got a little scale. I have tared it to be 0. And so now I'm just gonna see how much tea I actually use. So I'm just gonna put on here how much tea I actually use because I am curious. There we go. There we go. That's usually about how much I use. It could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. And it says 0.48 grams. I want to put that into unit. Yeah. So let's just check yourself. I'm really glad I did this live demo because I use 22 grams of tea. Most people just use 5. I use 22 grams of tea. That is a lot. So I'm really glad that I chose to do this video because, I was told we use about that much tea. And so I'm using about that much tea on my tea plate, but a little bit bigger, but I'm also making the mound higher. And yeah, I love dark tea. I love a dark tea. You can see at the beginning I showed you all that tea. This is the only thing that's left now from that tea. Just this little bit left. And this is everything that's on my tea plate. That's how much I use in a cha dao. And for gongpu cha, I about the same. I use about the same in gongpu cha. Like basically my whole little teapot is almost filled with tea. So if you don't like really dark tea, just follow the instructions I gave you. 5 grams, 8 to 10 seconds. My nose is itchy. 8 to 10 seconds steeping. But if you really like dark tea, and I know there'll be some of you out there, feel free to go rogue and yeah, like I'm using 22 grams of tea. I'm using a lot of tea and I'm brewing it for a long time. Uh, yeah, like at the end of 5 rounds, like I'm at 30 seconds. One, inhale, exhale, two, inhale. Like, how am I counting? One, two, three. Like that's how slow I'm counting. So it's probably not even, I think a second is actually shorter than that. So just, I'm really glad I popped on and decided to weigh this live because yeah, I'm using a lot more tea than I expected, and I knew I was brewing it a lot longer than recommended, but yeah, this is a shocking amount of tea. So yeah, good for me to know that I brew tea darker and longer than a lot of other tea people. I was noticing that doing tea ceremonies like Gong Pucha ceremonies with Adrian, he lets it brew a lot less, a lot like the tea was lighter and it was like partly I think he's using less leaves than me and he's also like letting it steep shorter. But he also had like all kinds of fancy tea cakes. So I was just kind of wowed by that. Um, and I had a bit of a heads up because I was given like a little package of tea from a friend that does tea ceremony. And, I used it during tea ceremony and I was like, huh, it's a lot lighter than when I use my tea. And then it also seemed like a lot less tea leaves. And so I was like, hmm. it gives me a little bit of an indication that maybe I'm using a lot of tea leaves compared to a lot of tea practitioners. So I have confirmed my suspicions. Uh, Go forth and tea how you want to tea. If you want to go hard, go hard. And if you want to, like, if you just if 5 grams is working for you, then go right ahead. Um, but but yeah, just brew the tea according to what you like is the basics. So it doesn't really even matter. Like if you like just brew it according to how you like it. And with a bit of practice, I'm sure you'll find exactly what you like and you'll get a flow and you'll figure out the tea cake you like the best and you'll get all niched out. It's just practice. Honestly, I found this out. Like I was using less tea at the beginning and then I was just like, I like dark tea. And so I just added more tea. Like I was using less at the beginning. But yeah, 22 grams. Apparently I'm a heavy hitter. So take care, everyone. Hope you have a good one.